So we'll be looking at the last one now. Okay? J. Don Hibbert. He seems to be the Don. The Dons of all Dons. And he also attended Kingston College here in Kingston, obviously. Upon graduation, he had graduated. He's an high achiever too. It's not easy to graduate from high school. Trust me. It's very hard. Upon graduation in 2022, so young, oh my goodness, he enrolled at University of Arkansas and began competing for Arkansas Razorbacks track and field team, joining compatriots Wayne Pinnock. And who else he joined there? He joined other athletes. Wow. I woke up this morning, was born out in Kingston and leaving Jamaica abroad, not to England. This is my page, and the first post here you seeing. Look a nigga stop talk. Pussy them a keep a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a keep a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. Excellent process. Yeah. One bag of money. Yard one a foreign. Give me the bird can't team some stay same way like me daddy. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. We advance academically and professionally, extraterrestrially and even medically. Sell we to everybody, take the molly, superfragically, list PSPally, sexually, get the dolly ben reality. In every alley, genitally make Beverly see. Up I do nally, then be clearing that them off me. No go tell Rivali, anti-valley no mediocrity. Black magic, watch fraud. Get a black puss with a black dog. A mad sus, when mad dog. I de left a bad push with the cash card. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dogs them fully advanced. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dogs them fully advanced. Yes, that's right there. You see me? Tough a lie, bad. Yeah, my people, mad thing, yo. We've got some sad news. Yeah, we got some sad news for Jamaican Olympians. Damn. Yo, this is so sad, you know what I mean? And then, you know, the Jamaican people, them love laugh off of people, you know. Because, what cause all of this? Zin, I would sing us again. What cause all of this? All of this. I would sing us again. You want sing us up? You know me love sing and thing that anything must say that is straight out of a line of a song. I normally sing it. I'm notice me always when me watch my video, I notice me always I go like, you know what I mean? That's something there. I know I don't know if I do it. But yes, there I do it. Like, yeah, that. It sound feminine. Like, I notice when I watch back my video them. Because I'm not too like, so I do it there again. I don't know what kind of habit that. But it has to do with the tongue and the mouth and the saliva. You know, I don't know. But when I watch my video, I realize I'm going to do it often sometime. And, you know, like make that sound there. I'm going to even notice this long time, you know what I mean? So I open another pre me, you know. Because a Jamaican stay, you know. When me I grew up, you know, man. Jamaicans make me feel uncomfortable, because your Jamaican brethren will just say, yo, look on the boy there, look how him walk. You can tell say about him, man. Or them will say, yo, from you see how the boy there move over, you know what I mean? Like, and then me as a little youth, when me I look on the person where them a show me how the person walk, and then them would have say, him a must about him, and you can know who about him and to them walk. So them time them me little now that traumatize me, cause me I say bumbo clad, and I saw people can see me and just say, me is a fish to home walk. I swear to God, like when me a little boy, you see me? And then you have enough people where them I just suffer them mindset. Like anything where them see, them identify it as that. Right? Like for instance, them will see somebody who is known to be gay, right? Them will know somebody who is gay, and probably that gay person wear a ring, that gay person that they know that they don't like, right? Probably in their community or at their workplace. Now, if that gay person wear like a ring on his index finger, right? Then this is how they think as Jamaican, especially back then when I was a boy. Um, if they see another person wearing a ring on that finger, they'll be like, yo, he's gay. Because I saw another guy wearing a ring on that same finger who we know is gay. So you get what I'm saying? That is how many Jamaican mentality was and still is. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, like, real serious. This is no joke. This is not someone who is like, yo, look at that guy, he's gay. Look how he walks. No, it's not like that. It's like serious, like they're serious. So those things sort of fuck with my head growing up. Cause I was like, yo, you mean to tell me if I'm walking on the road, someone could be over their house or out on the road and take my walk as a gay walk or something, you know what I mean? Or a jaywalk. You know what I mean? So that's how Jamaicans are dark, illiterate. We're coming from that state and we still is illiterate, especially with statistic that has been done and came out about our school student. Presently, the students now, the grades have dropped tremendously comparing to the 90s, how my generation had dealt with it. We were, my generation and the age group, my generation, we we are like the last who had, you know, made great success academically through the school terms and years. Yes, so the people them of my generation had took academics to, the highest heights, the utmost platform that Jamaica has seen, but now the kids are, it's just the generation of vipers we're seeing now. They're fighting with teachers, more than ever before, more than anyone ever had. We don't really fight teachers in our time. When I was attending school abroad, my friends fought with teacher, and that was big for me to see. I was like, yo, he fought the teacher, and he gained great popularity. He was a white kid whose name was Kyle. And he hang with a lot of black gangster, and he rarely talks. He's one of those white guys that you'll see the internet saying in the comment section that this is what they normally say about white guys like him on the internet. Like, they would say things like, yeah, once you see that white dude around them black niggas, you know he legit. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. The internet will be saying when you see like a white dude around real hardcore black gangsters, you know what I mean? Then you know that white dude he's legit with his gangsterism, you know what I'm saying? And he got a pass to be recruited in a gang. Pooh Shiesty, my favorite rapper, had white affiliated gang member. But I think I'm saying too much because those are the things I'll be talking about a lot on my channel. Now, let's stick with this. You know what I'm saying? Now, our Jamaican athletes here, there's four of them who was denied, access. Their application wasn't accepted by the Turkish Association and the government, right? With the Olympics, that the World Athletics has rejected the transfer request because four of our athletes had placed in transfer requests to run for Turkey, right? But what if Hungary was hungry and these niggas go run for Turkey? Then the guys who are Hungarian from Hungary, right? They gonna eat the Turkish. So see them better sit there in here in Jamaica. See them because those Hungarians, they're hungry. And I don't think they would want to go to Finland to get them seafood at Finland. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyway, on a serious note, this is sad. Four athletics have rejected. What am I saying? World Athletics have rejected the transfer request of four Jamaican Olympians, Roger Stoner, right? And we're going to talk a little about them individually. Roger Stoner, Wayne Pinnock, Rajinja Campbell, and Jadon Hibbert, who were seeking to switch allegiance to Turkey. You know what I'm saying? But Hungary is coming for them. And Finland is hiding itself because the Hungarian, they'll go for the seafood too over there in Finland. Yeah. So here on the screen you're seeing a picture of Jadon Hibbert to the left. Now slide to the right and you is where you're seeing Wayne Pinnock. He's like the Batman Bruce Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So what I want to do is I want to I want you to take over control, take over control, take over control. I want you to take over control, take over control. Okay, let's read this. Okay, so I got this post from the tropics, right? Shout out to the tropics. And I don't know what's with the tropics, why I keep using their content to make my videos. You know what I mean? I think I need to stop because they probably gonna sue me as soon as I get rich and successful. Like Grindsman tried to do to Vibes Cartel and the Gaza Nation had to fix him. Now he's all silent. You know what I mean? Silent night. Yeah. So we getting into this, talking about them individual. There's the turkey flag where you see the quarter moon and the star. You know what I mean? Land, skies, and sea eat air and water. You know, star, sun, and moon. Yeah, all the life form. You know, makes up a chalice, a blaze for days. So yeah, let us go into it, right? So we're gonna talk about you wanna talk about Bruce Wayne? Let's give you some rundown on Bruce Wayne, okay? Now Bruce Wayne, he usually attend I think this is KC. Let me see. Okay, yeah, he used to attend KC, okay? So what had happened? This guy, Wayne Pinnock, right? He had run for a few schools, it seems. From high school standout to Olympic silver medalist in the long jump. Okay, so Wayne Pinnock attended Kingston College here in Jamaica, like Jay Frey did. Jay Frey, Jay Wick, John Wick with the stick, you know? Tote his gun out on 4/5. Yeah, cause the T, that T never survive. Hold on there. All right, so Wayne Pinnock attended Kingston College, where Jay Wick once attended, where he developed into a standout track and field athlete during his high school years, graduating in 2019. These niggas are so young, makes me feel like I'm so dumb because they're so younger than me, and these guys accomplished so much. But yet, still, a lot of people who haven't accomplished nearly or quarter of a fraction like that moon, that turkey quarter moon you're looking at. A lot of these people laughing in the comments and that about to laugh when they get this news. They make quarter of the success that these guys have, you know, even though they were rejected and their application was denied. But I think it was the right thing. I think Turkey did the right thing. However, people believe that Andrew Holness was a part of it because remember, that is where it actually started. You know, remember how Asafa Powell showed his regret running for Jamaica and that he wouldn't advise his kids or lead his kid in that same direction because they're highly robbed. You know, there's a lot of dirt on Babsy Grange name with all these sporting federation. They had shitted on Renee Simoes and they're cursed. Okay, I say this all the time. I don't watch Reggae Boys. Okay, only when I'm gonna watch Reggae Boys. The last time I went to a Reggae Boys match in National Stadium here to watch a match, well, I never really went to watch a match. I will never go to watch a match to watch Jamaica play because I remember the year of 1998, right? What Renee Simoes did for us. I know Jamaica dissed the man, right? And he was the one who took us there, right? We're ungrateful, and that goes back to the fact and to the point where I told you how illiterate Jamaicans are, how they think, especially when I was a child, black then in 98, right? That was around the same time I told you, like, I can recall, like, my friends or people I know would come to me and say, hey, look how that guy walks. He's gay. You know what I'm saying? And that now have my mind puzzled, like, should I be more careful of how I should walk? You know what I mean? So those things me grew up to understand, say Jamaican just them not really think logically, critically, or sensibly. Most of them, especially back at that time, we're seeing where the nation kind of grow. Because more time a nation grow together, Like when Vibes Cartel say, pull up your pants and put it on your waist and tuck in your shirt and don't bleach your face. In my days that me a meditate, so me study for the test, me no procrastinate. So that term procrastinated was heard the first time by many Jamaicans on a song. They have never heard that term. So the entire nation here in Jamaica, we all was talking about that term. You know what I mean? But what I was saying at the time, I was telling people I was very familiar with that term from the year 2000. You know what I mean? Because that's when I was abroad, and those kids abroad, they be using all these big words. I was exposed to a lot of big words. I was exposed to reading a lot of encyclopedia with all those big words. So I would be telling people that I was sort of left out of the conversation because everyone seems so grateful that they have learned a new word by Vibes Cartel from that song. And I was the one like, yo, you guys just heard about it? Okay, that's that word. I knew it a long time ago. So I wasn't really showing off, and I never really I just felt proud of myself that I was able to I think that's a 13 letter word. I'm not sure. Let's see, procrastinate. So Procrastinate. Fuck, 13 letters. That is how long I knew that word. I knew that word from so long ago that I knew how much letters it had. And I wasn't sure, but my mind, and that is why I just speak fluently. I don't plan my vlogs, you know what I mean? Because the mind just works mysteriously and mystically, right? And that is because of the subconscious mind I told you all that I learned to tap into. So it normally works on the right time. Because I wouldn't have thought that I would remember that there's 13 letters that made up the word procrastinate. But I'm glad I got it right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's awesome. So the thing is, all right, is this recording, by the way? I don't see. Let me see. Is it really? Is it really? Oh my goodness, wait. Oh yeah, it's running. Shit, yeah, it's running. It is running, man. Shoot, I couldn't see it, but now I do. Okay, so we just went through to Wayne Pinnock, right? So he was a KC, the Kingston College attendee, same student that the X6 killer had killed, right? He was a KC student. KC, a big school. We must applaud that school. Very awesome school. And you see, they made a lot of these stars, a lot of these athletes. KC made them, and a lot of these high school, they protect their athlete. They will even have them repeat school as often as long as they can just to continuously win for the school if they're great athletes. There are rumors for many years that all these great schools that invest a lot into their students to become great athletes, there's rumors plaguing the place for many decades that these schools here in Jamaica, they preserve these kids by keeping them back, having them repeat. Even we heard stories about guys who are 23 years old, looking like teenagers, just to keep winning trophies and medals for the school. That is how far they go. You know what I'm saying? Now, I believe it's true. I think that there's some truth to what is being said, but I have no proof to show you. But Kingston College made a lot of these stars, so it's a great school. I must say, it's a very great school. So the another athlete we'll be looking into is Roger Stoner, right? I believe, yeah, Rossi is high, right? He's coming from Russies High. This is a very bright school too. They've done well in the school challenge competition, a quiz competition, right? Very exciting competition that they would air on TV. So Russies High, they produce a lot of educational, academical high achievers. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that is where Roger Stoner had attended. He started his secondary school throwing career at Russies High. He's a discus. He throws discus. You know what I mean? Yeah, he the discus throw event. He won a gold medal at the 2024 Paris Olympic. You know what I mean? But in his school at Russell's High School in Hanover, where he won the Class 2 boys discus at the Western Championship in 2014, and then 10 years later, this guy won the medal, the gold medal at the 2024 Paris Olympic. You know, and then it's saying that where he won the Class 2 boys discus at the Western Championship in 2014, he then attended St. Jago High School in Spanish Town. That boy a bad boy, I'm rough, but him look like a cool, calm, collective type of dude. But you don't play with these dude, because Hanover ain't no place to play with. That's where one of my bitch came from, and her brother had died. He got riddled with gunshots, and that's how our relationship broke up, because she was living with me partially, and then her brother, she got news about her brother, and she always tell me about her brother. Then she just got up and leave when she heard that he died, and I just allowed her to mourn, or do what she thinks she had to do. And then I just moved too. You know what I mean? Came back to my place, and but I still look at her picture. I'm saying, one of the best girls I ever had. She don't allow me to cross the road without taking my hand. You know what I'm saying? And she loves money. Money, like a she write my song them, like she named Mrs. Krabs. Yeah, who else we looking into now? So we got Roger Stone, and we had Wayne Pinnock, Rajay Stoner, right? Now we're gonna look on Rajindra Campbell. Rajindra Campbell, right? This guy is a strong and bold MFKR, and he's another attendee from Kingston College, right? And this is another strong. He throws something, I believe. Let's see what he throws. Okay, so Campbell, right? And this is Rajindra Campbell, right? So he attended Fern Court High School and Kingston College in his native Jamaica before attended Cloud County Community College in Kansas, and then Missouri Southern State University. A bright boy, well experienced and traveled, and he is used to socializing with different type of ethnicities and foreigners. You know what I mean? So that is good, because you know how to communicate well. When you haven't able to experience traveling and living abroad amongst other type of people with different mentality, different you know it makes you better. You know what I'm saying? It makes you more considerate and try and more understanding. Yeah, it should. At least it should. So he was an attendee of many schools and university. So he's an high achiever. So we'll be looking at the last one now. Okay? J. Don Hibbert. He seems to be the Don, the Dons of all Dons. And he also attended Kingston College here in Kingston. obviously. Upon graduation, oh, he had graduated. That is, he's an high achiever too. It's not easy to graduate from high school. Trust me, it's very hard. You know, upon graduation in 2022, so young, oh my goodness, he enrolled at University of Arkansas and began competing for Arkansas Razorbacks track and field team, joining compatriots Wayne Pinnock. And who else he joined there? He joined other athletes. Wow. Jamaican senior. Ebert hold the world under 20 outdoor and indoor record, the triple jump, and the Jamaican senior record at the latter. On 14th of December 2023, Ebert would go on to win the prestigious Bowerman Award. What kind of award? Bowerman. But if I'm more than one, it would have been Bowers. But because it's a single one, I'm say Bowerman Award. So the thing go, yeah, congratulations. Collegiate track and field version of the Heinzman. Right? So there you go for your 4 athletes here in Jamaica. So yeah, this is from the tropics. Let's skip forward. Right? There you go with Hibbert, the J Don. You see me I say? He's the strong, he is fit. And here you have Wayne Pinnock, tough, black. Get me I say? Put in them all. We have to be proud of them, but you know, I'm sure this is a bit embarrassing for them because they were promised so much. Let's look at what they missed out on. Okay, let's look at this post here. Okay, so it started off by saying World Athletics has denied the application of 4 Jamaican Olympians who were hoping to switch allegiance and compete for Turkey. The athlete names are Roger Stoner, Wayne Pinnock, Rajindra Campbell, and Jadon Hibbert. According to the ruling, the panel said approving the request would go against the principles behind its eligibility rules and transfer of allegiance regulation. Right? So basically, they must say it would have contradict certain rules where them have. It's like a constitutional law where you have all of the rules written down. I guess them find out say constitutional law number 1A42 says that you can't have transfer athlete because due to race or whatever in this situation where they're saying that according to the ruling, the panel said approving the request would go against the principles behind its eligibility rules and transfer of allegiance regulation. Okay, so allegiance regulation would mean the whole working with other countrymen, outsiders, you know. There's regulation to working with outsiders, you know, and I mean, having them, but they should go in more details as to why it contradict or coincide with the allegiance regulation. You know what I mean? Because they should have known this. They're professional, so they should have known this. They should have the opportunity of suing them, right? Or Jamaicans should have the right to sue them because this is a big public embarrassment, right? They had told them that it was safe for them to come run for the country and represent athletically for the country, right? So the decision also reportedly points to what it described as a coordinated recruitment strategy backed by the Turkish government through a fully state finance club offering lucrative contracts to overseas athletes. Well, when them call we overseas athletes, it make it look like we are the foreigners. And we're not used to that feeling there. But I say it go. Do you agree with World Athletics blocking the switch, or should athletes be free to represent whoever they choose? Well, you know, I don't think athletes should be free to represent whoever they choose like that. I mean, there obviously should be and would be, you know, guidelines and a certain sort of restriction for those outsiders running for a new country. Like you'd have to live there for certain years, you know, those type of things. But I guess those are the things that play into why the application for 4 athletes were denied because they probably never lived in Turkish. Like how Sidem live here in Jamaica. Yeah, she could run. She could participate in any competition for Jamaica because she has done the time. She has paid her dues. You know what I mean? So I agree with them, you know, blocking the switch. You know, I'm not hating on my own, even though it's embarrassing, but I'm blaming these people, right? These board members and executive from Turkey. I hope the Hungarians go eat them alive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And don't bother to go to Finland because they ain't no there ain't no what would you get in Finland? You get stew ostrich and ham in Finland. You couple I don't know, but I know that stew ostrich and lamb. I don't know. Oh no. Shrimp. So I had a song where I said, I'm trying to figure it out. I had a song where I said, I woke up this morning, was born out in Kingston and leaving Jamaica, abroad, not to England, and Wimbledon, and Brixton, the palace of a kingdom. So Queen Elizabeth transforming reptilian, told with the prince from Rome with the Christian, the Pope, his assistants, lone Catholics. We all went to Maryland and off in this bitch in the myth, happiness from the instant. My dick standing stiff, Johnny shift a little bit like a quitsin. Chicks that exist in Texas and in Michigan. Fish on my sticks of a list of Brazilian, the chips not a myth. 666 on my wrist or within, but I pissed on the land of religion. A kiss man with tits on the lips like it's Islam. Visit Afghanistan, trips to Pakistan. It's like a billion. Drift and continue. I was in France, my dominion, the land of Vignon. Um, oh my goodness, I don't remember that part. You know. Anyway, I think we're finished about here. But anyway, the comments. Hold on, we have one more slide to see. We have one more slide. Here's the number one gold medal they all got for their discus throwing, their long jumping, and yet the other would do. Let me see. Did I not point out that? Yeah, triple jump. Jadon Hibbert, he does a triple jump. Rajindra Campbell, right? Let's see. He does the discus throw, right? Yeah, he does shot put, right? Shot put is different from the discus, but they're both throwing, you know, arm strength. So Rajindra Campbell, he does the shot put, right? And I think it's Wayne Pinnock do the long jump, right? And Roger Stoner, he does the discus throwing. Okay? Yeah, so Roger Stoner discus, Wayne Pinnock, he does the shot put, right? Rajindra Campbell, he's the triple jump, and Jaden Hibbert, what's his Hibbert won the what is this triple jump? Yeah, triple jump. Okay. Yeah, so let me go in the comments and see what. Hold on, we need to read this. We need to read this. Here's the money that they offered them and they never got to see. Look what's going on. The Olympians were being offered a US 500,000. That's almost what Cartel, that's half of what Cartel collects at some shows. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot. He could buy a Rolls Royce with that, but only for the day or the night though. You're gonna need another five to buy the other one for day and night. Got to buy the Rolls Royce Rose in the night, yay. And you know the Rolls Royce Christian crash, hey. And we know we see Joe and Crash, yeah. Now look at this. All of God's nation them rich and no that this, hey. Yeah. So the Olympians were being offered a 500,000 signing bonus plus a monthly salary stipend ranging from about 3,000 US to 7,000 US along with additional medal bonuses for major championship. So the major championship would have bring in like the 7,000 US. No, along with additional medal bonuses. Okay, so when you get medal, that's bonus extra money. You probably get another extra 7 for a gold medal or more. This is a lot of money to be running, or to, you know what I'm saying? This is free money for them. and they travel for free, get money stuffed in their pockets. All they gotta do is just run, run, run. Yeah, guys. So yeah, let's see the comments. Let's see the comment. So it says World Athletics has denied the application of four Jamaican Olympian. But this is where they ask, do you agree with World Athletics blocking the switch, or should athletes be free to represent whoever they chooses? So see my picture at the 28%, I agree with this move, right? Many 72% says it's unfair. But why I think I wouldn't say it's unfair. It's just an unfortunate matter, you know. And that is what life is. It's but hurtful. You know what I mean? It will make you gay. Okay, this life it will make you gay. So you don't laugh at other gay because it's but hurt out here. You gotta experience some but hurt. You know what I'm saying? So that's just it, man. You guys are cheering it on, but watch when we Jamaicans getting gold medals in the Olympics for other country. And that's where I replied and I said, who the fuck cares? You blind? These corrupt politicians, especially the devil labor right them who stole Usain Bolt 12 million US. So the fuck me business about Jamaica not getting awarded gold medal? What? Like, nigga, please. Them a thief. I've seen Jamaica laugh after Bolt. I was in a taxi when the news broke out couple years ago in Corona that Usain Bolt money was robbed and missing, right? And Andrew went dipping and missing as well from the SSL. You get what I'm saying? And everyone in the taxi laughed. Like I was so disappointed. I wish I had a suicide bomb or something because I was so hurt by hearing the people them laugh at the news. Them everything Jamaican laugh at, and they don't know how sinful that is. Right? That is why Abraham's son was cursed. Because when Abraham, who was an orchardist who like grows grape and other vine things on vine, he was a profession at what would you call planting flower, like florist, all type of, he was an expert when it comes to the ground and planting things, you know what I mean? Not just vine, not just things on vine. But the Bible mentioned that Abraham was skilled and he loved vine, you know? So he had a lot of grapes, raisin, and those type of things. And the Bible even spoke about not eating raisin. I don't know why. I don't know why. But I think it's unclean, raisin. It's like death. You know what I mean? It's like dried up. It's like almost like death, like something dead. And that is why it's important not to let's go vegan, guys. Nothing dead. Okay, so yeah. So they said very unfair, Shami Beer. Right? The athlete don't get paid enough to represent Jamaica. Why deny them this opportunity for a better life? Absolutely ludicrous. But then they build their hopes up, have them laughing, thinking that yeah, everything was gonna be good, gonna be great. And it wasn't, It wasn't. But that's just how life is. Come on, man. Suck it up. Man, do some of that. Get used to it. Yeah, and there's the rest. You read it. I'm gonna end this here. I got a lot more. I need to go vlog about a Buju Banton sit down he had with Joe and Jada. Now that's big. He is Buju Banton hard for tear down. You can't stop him. He's too talented and he's been in the business too long. So them can't hold him back. And he's getting a lot of support. He has influenced so many appreciate his talent, right? And that is why I tell y'all all the time that it's very important that you choose the good people to support. Because once you get that far down the road with these artists of loving them and appreciating them, then no matter what they do, there's no turning back for you. You're just gonna find yourself attached to them, even you know what I mean. Yeah, but Vibes Cartel different, yo. Vibes Cartel, good dude from morning. Vibes Cartel never once crash out on the media, in camera, nothing. So he's perfect. He's like Christ, I'm telling you. He's Christ. That's why they paint him so bad, you know? Well, I'm gonna end this.